Hi, today we're going to discuss about an important math concept called order of operations. It's just like a set of mathematics rules telling us which operations to do first, like addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division. So guys, are you ready to learn something new for this lesson? Let's go! Order of operations with integers. And these are the objectives. At the end of the lesson, the students should be able to first know the hierarchy of operations. Second, simplify an expression with several operations. All right. More often, mathematical expressions contain more than one operation. Example, an expression like 5 plus 10 times 7 can be computed in two different ways, but only one is right. First solution, 5 plus 10 times 7. We're going to multiply 10 and 7 and then add 5. Okay, 10 times 7 is 1 is equal to 70. Of course, bring down 5 plus 70. Now, we're going to add 5 and 70, so the sum is equal to 75. Okay, solution number 2, 5 plus 10 times 7. Add 5 and 10 first, then multiply the sum by 7. All right, so get the sum of 5 and 10 is 1. That's equal to 15. Then times 7. So 15 times 7 is equal to 105. So there are two solutions for the given expressions. All right. But both have unique solution, but only one is correct. You try to check which particular solution is correct. Is it solution number 1 or solution number 2? The correct answer is solution number 1. All right. Rules. PEMDAS. Did you hear this word, guys? PEMDAS. What do you mean by PEMDAS? All right. P is for parentheses, brackets, and brace. Example, we have this one, parentheses, 2x plus 2. And this one is an example of a bracket, 3x minus 2y. And this one is an example of brace, 5xy minus 2x minus 5. So this is parentheses. These are grouping symbols. For E, we have exponents. Can you give an example of an exponents like 10 raised to 2 or 5 to the power of 3 and so on. M is multiplication. D for division. But we have this one, multiplication and division. Okay, this is the rule, left to right. So meaning to say, it's either, okay, which come first for multiplication and division. So the rule is left to right. So which come first? Is it multiplication or is it division? Okay, so this is the rule, left to right. Now for A, that's addition, and S for subtraction. Okay, so meaning which come first? Okay, so the same rule from left to right. So meaning if the addition operation comes first, then you have to work first, then followed by subtraction. But if subtraction comes first, then you have to work for subtraction. That's the rule. All right. Let's go to parentheses, brackets, and brace. We'll give some example. Okay, for example, 5 times the grouping of 7 plus 6. You see a parenthesis class. So all you have to do is to work first inside the parenthesis. because P stands for parentheses. So we have to work for 7 and 6. That's equal to 13. And after that, multiply to 5. So we have now only one operation, which is multiplication. So you have to multiply 5 and 13, and the product is 65. All right, so another example, 5 minus 7, of course, in a parentheses, plus the parentheses, 3 times 8. So you can work either first, because inside the parentheses, 5 minus 7, which is equal to -2. And of course, 3 times 8, that's 24. Of course, bring down the plus sign. So we have now one operation, -2 plus 24. Take note of the rule for addition of sign numbers. We have two opposite sign, the positive and negative. So all you have to do is to subtract 24 minus 2 and copy the sign of the larger number, which is positive. So the final answer would be positive 22. Again, another example, 12 minus, okay, so we have brace here, 3 times 4 inside the brace. So we will have to work first the product of 3 and 4, okay, which is equal to 12. Then bring down 12 minus 12. Of course, the answer is 0. Okay, so any questions for P? That's an example of P, or the parentheses, brackets, or brace. Let's go to the exponents. Okay, we know that when we speak of exponent, it's just like a way of writing repeated multiplication. Okay, example, 5 cubed, or 5 raised to 3, meaning that's equal to, you multiply 5 3 times, because 3 is your exponent, or we call this power. The exponent will tell you how many times you're going to multiply the base. We know that 5 is the base and 3 is the exponent. So you have to multiply 5 3 times. So 5 cubed, meaning, is equal to 125. Okay, we will have some example. We're going to simplify 4 times 3 squared. Okay, for exponent, of course, you work first for the exponent. Okay, so 3 squared, that's equal to 9, and multiply to 4, which is equal to 36. All right, another example, we have exponent expression inside the parentheses. So we will have to work first for the exponent. 2 raised to 4, meaning you multiply 2 4 times. So that's equal to 16 times 3. All right. Then you work 16 times 3, that's 48, and bring down 7. So you add 7 to 48, which is equal to 55. Okay, so any question? Another example, 5 squared times 6 raised to 0. We will have to work first for the exponent. 5 squared, so meaning you multiply 5 2 times. So that's equal to 25 times 6 raised to 0. What do you think is the product? Or what do you think? Yeah, so any number raised to 0 is always equal to 1. Okay, so meaning 6 raised to 0, that's equal to 1. So we have to multiply 25 and 1, which is equal to 25. All right, then let's go to multiplication, division, addition, and subtraction. Take note, class, the order for multiplication and division, it depends on the sequence, which come first. The same with addition and subtraction. All right, so we have an example. Now, this is the rule. do multiplication and division before addition and subtraction. So meaning multiplication and division comes first before the addition or the subtraction. Okay, so example, 6 times 7 plus 8. All right, so we have multiplication here and addition. So meaning there are two operations involved, multiplication and addition. So of course, by the rule, we have to simplify first either the multiplication or division before addition and subtraction. So we have to multiply 6 and 7, which is equal to 42, and add 8. So 42 plus 8 is equal to 50. All right? Okay, another example, 25 divided by 5 minus 5. So which comes first? Of course, division. So we're going to find the quotient of 25 and 5. Okay, 25 divided by 5, the answer is 5 minus 5. Then 5 minus 5, 0. So meaning 25 divided by 5 minus 5 is equal to 0. Next example, 20 plus 10 divided by 5 times 2. Okay, we're going to check which operations come first. Addition. We have three operations: addition, division, and multiplication. Okay, so division comes first before multiplication. So we have to do this first. 10 divided by 5, that's equal to 2. Then followed by multiplication. So we have to bring down times 2 and 20 plus the product of 2 and 2. Okay? Now in this case, there are two operations remaining, the addition and multiplication. So which come first? Multiplication. So we have to multiply 2 before adding 20. Before we're going to add 20. Okay? So 2 times 2 is 4. Okay, bring down 20 plus 4. So it's equal to 24. Okay, another example. 6 divided by 2 times 1 plus 2. So in this example, okay, I think there are two examples. We're going to identify which solution is correct. Okay, this is the first solution, and this one is the second solution. Okay, we'll try to check 6 divided by 2 times 1 plus 2, the same. Okay, 6 divided by 2 times 1 plus 2. Okay, the first solution, 6 divided by 2. Okay, so we will simplify first inside the parentheses, P. No? So 1 plus 2, it's 3. And then 6 divided by the product of 2 and 3, which is 6. 6 divided by 6 is equal to 1. Okay? All right. While in the other solution, 6 divided by, of course, we will do first the parentheses. 1 plus 2, that's 3. But in this case, 6 divided by 2. Okay, 6 divided by 2, which is equal to 3, times 3. Okay, so 3 times 3, that's 9. All right, question. Which do you think is correct? Is it the first answer, which is 1, or the second solution, which is equal to 9? Okay, so the correct answer is, yeah, solution number 2. Because in this example class, take note that our rule, which operations between multiplication and division comes first. Okay, so division comes first. So meaning we are going to simplify first the division. So 6 divided by 2, this one. Okay, times the parentheses, which is, you're going to add 1 and 2 inside the parentheses, which is 3. Now in this case, like in the process number 1, 2 is being multiplied to 3. Okay, while in the process number 2, 6 being divided by 2. And then the product, or I mean, I'm sorry, the quotient is being multiplied to 3, which is equal to 9. In the first solution, 6 divided by the product of 2 and 3. Take note that the parentheses signify that the operation is multiplication. So which comes first? Is it division or multiplication? Of course, division. So that's why solution number 2 is correct. Okay, so any question? All right, let's go. Identify which of the following is correct. Okay, in this case, 2 times 2 cubed is equal to 4 cubed is equal to 64. Do you think this is correct? By following the PEMDAS, okay, 2 times 2 cubed. Okay, so the process is 2 times 2, which is 4, and then bring down the exponent, which is equal to 64. Okay, this one is wrong. Why? You have to do first the exponent. Okay, 2 cubed is equal to 8. Okay, because the exponent will tell you how many times you're going to multiply the base. So you multiply 2 3 times, which is equal to 8 times 2, 16. All right, so the correct answer for this expression is 16, not 64. Okay, so meaning this is wrong. Next, 30 divided by 5 times 2 is equal to 6 times 2 is equal to 12. All right, so we'll check the result. 30 divided by 5, which is 6, times 2 is equal to 12. Correct? True, false? I think this is correct. Because there are two operations involved in this expression, which is division and multiplications. Which come first from left to right? Division. So meaning, we're going to divide 30 by 5, and then the quotient is being multiplied to 2, which is equal to 12. So this one is correct. Next example, 6 plus quantity 6 times 1 square raised to the 5th minus 3. Okay, so this is the process. Of course, 6 plus 6 times 1 raised to 5 is equal to 1 minus 3. All right, 6 plus 6 times 1, because this multiplication inside the parentheses, 6 times 1 is equal to 6 minus 3, correct? All right, so 6 plus 6 minus 3 is 3. So 6 plus 3 is equal to 9. Okay, next, 40 minus 20 divided by 2 times 5 plus 1. Okay, so bring down 40. Take note that multiplication and division comes first before addition and subtraction. So in this case, division comes first before the multiplication. So we're going to divide 20 by 2, which is equal to 10, times 2 times 5, or shall we say times 5, bring down 5 plus 1. Now in this case, there are 3 operations involved: subtraction, multiplication, and addition. So we will do first the multiplication. 10 times 5, that's 50. So bring down 40, so minus plus 1. Now in this case, 40 minus 50, that's negative 10. Plus, because subtraction comes first before addition. All right, so 40 minus 50, that's negative 10 plus 1 is equal to negative 9. Or else, this is another solution. 40 plus 1, that's 41 minus 50 is equal to negative 9. So you can combine all the positive and all the negatives. All right, so the correct answer is negative 9. All right, so we have this one. Okay, 12 divided by 12 times 2 is equal to 12 divided by 12 times 2, which is 24. All right, the answer is 12 divided by 24 is 1 half. Do you think this is correct? Do you think this is correct? Another solution is 12 divided by 12 times 2 is equal to 1 times 2, which is equal to 2. Which solution is correct between the two, 1/2 or 2. Now in this case, 12 divided by, you multiply 12 and 2, which is equal to 24. That's why 12 divided by 24 is equal to 1/2. While in this solution, 12 divided by 12, which is equal to 1, times 2, which is equal to 2. I think the correct one is this one. The second solution. Why? Take note that division comes first before multiplication. So we will have to simplify first the division expression. So 12 divided by 12, that's 1. And multiply the quotient to 2, which is equal to 2. So 1 times 2 equals to 2. Well, in this case, multiplication, okay, I mean division comes first before multiplication. So it is proper that we're going to divide 12 by 12. Now in this case, multiplication, we multiply 12 and 2, that's why 24. So which is not correct. So we will simplify first the division expression before the multiplication. All right? Okay. To summarize, take note of this class. Okay, P for parentheses, brackets, and brace, while E is for exponents, M is for multiplication, D is for division, A is for addition, S is for subtraction. This is mandatory that parentheses comes first, and second is exponent. Third is either multiplication or division, depending on the order or the sequence. Which comes first? Is it multiplication or is it division? Next, addition and subtraction, the same. Which comes first? Addition or subtraction? Or subtraction and addition? Okay, so you have to take note of this rule. This is the rule on how to simplify operations, order of operations, when there are so many operations which involves addition, subtraction, multiplication, exponents, parentheses, brackets, and brace. So you have to take note for this PEMDAS. Okay, so guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you learned something from our discussion about order of operations. Bye. Thank you so much.